More than 10 years have passed since the National Dismantlement War. A league of corporations has taken control of the world. To escape the pollution that poisons the surface of the planet, they have built massive floating platforms called cradles. Only there, 7,000 meters above the ground, is the air clean and safe. Already half of mankind lives in the skies. The planet's surface has become a battlefield where armies fight to control the resource plants that feed the cradles. As the war came to a close, giant humanoid weapons called Armored Core Nexts enabled the League to firmly establish their rule of the planet. Their pilots are called Lynx. Fearing the power and independence of these Nexts, the League left them behind on the surface. The Lynx now work as mercenaries for an organization called Collard. While the League armies derive their power from massive arms forts, the once mighty Nexts are consigned to the poisoned Earth, serving as foot soldiers in the never-ending economic war.
Hello guys, my name is Arstron, aka Reaper's Train 006, and I will be your operator for today's game, Armored Core for Answer. Please, enjoy. Okay, so they start off with one hell of an introduction featuring this game's two greatest icons, White Glint and the Spirit of Mother Will. Oh man, so yeah, this game brings back a lot of memories. Mainly because it's my second Armored Core game that I played in the past. The first one being The Last Raven for PS2. and I may get around to playing that in the future, but maybe not, since I don't exactly have the right cables to record PS2 footage properly. Unless you guys want me to go back to webcam footage, which I know you don't, because that was actually absolutely horrible. But you know, gotta work with what you got, right? Started ghetto, still ghetto, in some respects. All right. But where are my manners? You know, I'm talking over this this amazing piano solo here by an accomplished Japanese pianist. So yeah, this game has great score, even you know for like most of its tracks. All right, so as in all or most Armored Core games, the story is actually very, very minimal. So what story there was, you just got the first opening minutes of this video. So yeah, hopefully you caught all that and now you're kind of up to speed, because basically when I played this, those cutscenes weren't exactly in that order. You know what you're saying. So now you guys have an understanding of what the hell is going on inside this universe and what's on the line. Basically it's a resource war, so yeah, what else is new? You got powerful machines called Armored Core Next, which are, I guess, the equivalent to like Gundams or something. There are two other types of mechs in the game called MTs and Normals. Normals take a bit more damage than MTs. MTs are basically like the, you know, basically the fodder for cannons. And that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, then there's these massive, giant, you know, mobile platforms called Arms Force. But you know, we'll get to that a little bit later. It's like they seem intimidating at first, but there's always a gimmick behind them. It makes them really, really easy to kill. And what some of those are will kind of shock you, but I don't think I actually dive into it that much. Because you with this game, the way I played it was I kind of played it in stages. So this is kind of my reapproach stage, in which I haven't played in like years, and I just come back to the controls to kind of figure out what the hell I'm doing. So that won't look too bad for you guys. So yeah. Then after I played the game, well, after I finished shooting the LP sections for the game, I went back through it with the you know, Plus account. With the Game Plus account, and with, you know, all this stuff I got like towards the end of the game. I went back through it and it's like, oh, it's like playing a lot better, but it kind of felt cheap as an experience, so that's why I didn't really go with the second run as the LP run, and that's why I'm going with the first run as the LP run. Because the first run is like, you know, genuine, it's like legit. It's like this game, you think you need strategy, you need tactics, and you gotta go into a situation with proper equipment, otherwise you will royally screw yourself over, or your teammates, you know, if you have them in your party. I believe this game is still co-op, because I saw that option somewhere in one of the menu things. But yeah, it's more fun to go through it alone though. You can actually get to this game in like 30 minutes if you speedrun it. But if you take your time, you kind of roleplay a little bit, it'll take you a lot longer. Average time on howlongtobeat.com is about 9.5 hours, and I come in, I think around 10 or something. Turn this so. So yeah, still on pace. Laptop fans doing pretty well too, so I mean, it's humming, but it's not going like, it's not humming aggressively like it was before, and a few like LPs before. The most underused weapon in the game is a beam sword. Why? Because yeah, actually, in order to use it properly, you have to be really good at like moving your mech, which I am not, apparently. You know, if this kind of if this control more like some of the enders, then you know I'll be like a master at melee combat. But since it's not, you know, basically range combat is just fine. I think we should be wrapping up the tutorial stuff, but yeah, I think we should be getting close to wrapping it up, so that we can actually start the first mission and kind of see what the game's includes. Primal armor. As an attack, to this day, I still haven't used beyond the tutorial. And the reason for it is because I think my controller is a bit worn and torn. Well, yeah, it is worn because it's actually the controller that came with the console when I got it. So yeah, it's like extremely worn down and. You must press all three buttons together. Okay. I like how this game loosely gives you the rules for like controlling your mech, but it doesn't really give you the finer points of actually maneuvering. And for that, you have to go to YouTube to kind of look up different things, kind of like second stage and third stage boosting. I didn't know it was a thing, but apparently it is in this game, or one version of it. I wasn't able to enjoy it, but other people have. Remember, in the heat of battle, you can actually use buildings for cover. Or a bullet sponge, depending on the situation. Now, I don't want to spoil too... Well, it's not spoiling anything, because basically it's during the second run of the game. I actually found a really, really, really good outfit for the mech. And it was actually based... Well, actually, it was a design that someone else came up with. Well, that a speedrunner came up with on YouTube, and he went through the entire game with this build, and I was like, holy shit, that is really fucking good. And this was like at like what, 4 or 5 a.m. when I was outside, I couldn't sleep, so I was like, I'm watching YouTube, and I actually saw this guy playing through the game with that build, and I was like, holy shit, this is really fucking good, because he was like just tearing shit up left and right. And so when I got like the proper pieces, and by proper pieces I mean like the his guns, like the shoulder mounted guns and his arm guns. And I went to town, and yeah, it is a pretty good build. Basically, what it is that you have like two, like instead of like regular guns, you have like arm turrets, and they're supposed to be like automatic arm turrets, and then there is a shoulder-mounted machine gun that he used. But his version, I kind of changed that up, because his version it was like the one that looked kind of like a sickle, or a scythe, well not a sickle, but a scythe. And I changed that up to one that was like a Gatling gun, and that was like way better overall, because damage wise, because his machine gun was only, I think, only 500 rounds, and mine had like 1,000. So yeah. So yeah, a slight variation on a speedrunner's build, but still pretty damn good. Alright, so, you know. Alright, actually, that's the build he was using. The Omir build. And he actually switched the arms out with like just turret arms. That's it. Wow. Coincidence. It's like I just like, yeah. Yeah. However, on his build, I think he used the, I think version 1.15 of the game, which allows for like infinite energy to be used in your mech. And with me, since I'm using version 1.4, I'm like, you know what, I need something that can actually stay in the air for like a long period of time, because I like being airborne when I'm actually fighting. Because, you know, it makes sense. It's like you're in a mech, you want to be airborne so you can see pretty much everything. If you're on the ground, even though this game is heavily ground-based, for me, it's kind of a disadvantage. You know, if that kind of makes sense. But so, yeah, I need something that can stay in the air for like long periods of time. That doesn't, like, if I need to like boost, like its energy output would be, you know, kind of. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's like I need a mech that has lots of energy, because energy is like it's a really, really important thing in this game. And this company has to make that has it. Interior Union. Just taking it in. That's cool. Yeah, this game is really, really quick in parts, and you know, just for the sake of the LP, I'm just gonna kind of draw things out a little bit, just to kind of let you guys hear the music, because the music in this game is absolutely phenomenal, and it shows, because in every Ace Combat game, the music is always on point. And oddly enough, this is an Ubisoft game, so basically with them, this is back in the day when they were like, it's like everything doesn't need to be like, you know, DLC or like laced with DLC. It's just straight to the point, flawless, or not near flawless, but you know, just like flawless enough not to be flawed, you know. Guess this game does have one fatal flaw in it, and it's actually really stupid. And it's the fact that you really can't turn your mech once you're in the air, because, you know, reasons. And that doesn't become painfully obvious to you unless you're in a combat situation, in which you need to actually turn your mech around like in a split, like, you know, just do like a quick 180 just to see what the hell's behind you. But you can't do that because your mech's like just struggling just to like just do like a 90-degree turn to either the left or the right side. It's like, so it's like not even worth it. So that's why I just bank all the damn time. Go up bank and I make like an arch, while the mech's like locked onto something that like not, you know, that like bank around, like just shoot it, keep shooting at it. Okay, so right now, what I'm doing is I'm looking at my tuning functions, which I don't have any points for. Basically, how you get points in this game is you have to do either missions or defeat a certain number of opponents in the game's competitive scene, which is called the ordered matches. And then with those points, you can actually tune your mech to either, you know, carry a heavier load or, you know, aim just a bit more precisely. You know, because if you're like if it's like any of the mechs in Front Mission 4, basically, if your arms and shit, it's really going to show in the battlefield. But in this game, it's not really a factor as much as it was in Front Mission. So yeah, and basically that's another mech game from the PS2 era, well, PS2, PS3 era, that was made by Square Enix, and you know, it's really good. It's heavily like story based, so you know it's like a lot to go off of material wise. This game, on the other hand, since it's like mostly you know, you in the shop with your mech, just kind of doing shit or figuring shit out. It's a learning experience, and with it being a learning experience, you have to like kind of talk over a lot of stuff. So that's why I think the first. Yeah, I think this first part's gonna be like kind of like talk heavy, then the other part's gonna be like really action packed. So yeah, I should have prepped a glass of water for this recording. On the base mech. Damn, it looks so different now. Yeah. Damn, it's like night and day, man, for real. Way back when you were just a noob. Dude, none of your weapons look threatening. So how are you gonna take down an arm sword in that? That is the question. Oh, if only I saw that guy speed run at the start of this LP's recording. Things would have been a hell of a lot different than what you're about to see. But given that, yeah, still like I said before, we're like cheapen the experience. So instead of doing that, I'm gonna do it the hard way, which is also the best way because you know you get to learn and grow as a player should. In the right way. It's not like take the speed route, like, okay, just get this, this, and this, and then basically you can just dominate the entire game. You know, after a while, one thing that started to bug me about this was that there wasn't actually a way to go from the shop to assembly, which is kind of a pain in the ass because you always have to go out of one menu to go into another menu. And this menu, the assembly menu, is actually linked to two other menus, which is the tuning and stability menus. And it's like, if you can link those menus together, why couldn't you link the store with the assembly menu? Because that would have made sense. That way you could just like switch back and forth like really fast. Because you know, after you buy your part for your mech, it doesn't actually equip your mech. You have to equip it manually in the assembly process. And I'm like, it's kind of stupid. It's kind of stupid, but it's more realistic that way. So yeah, that's one for realism, I guess. Oh yeah, also radar in this game, after, you know, you played it through it the first time, you find out that radars, like the radar backpacks, are actually useless because the maps are so fucking small. You don't really need that. See, because coming into the game I had like a front mission mindset, and in front mission, the missions are so freaking long that basically take like an hour just to get through one thing. Like eventually it gets to the point where it takes an hour just to roll through a mission, and said mission you have backpacks, and those backpacks have like secret supplies in it, like extra ammunition, need some health, and you know, stuff like that, you know, just to help the mech out, because eventually you will run out of bullets and you need to reload. But that's a story for another time. Those are basically schematics for the same mech. except in different layouts. Please do not waste your money. Actually, the game was giving me like a subtle hint as to what to use, but you know, I kind of ignored it because I was naive at the time, so yeah. I didn't know that one specific build would blow through the entire game from the get-go. Alright. Oh yeah, and expect gratuitous amounts of saving. Because I am that damn paranoid about my files. See, in order to play this game right, you have to be in this section. Because that's what this game is. It's a mech simulator. So with a mech simulator, it's like you try different parts and you use all the pieces, you can put them together this way or that way, you try different configurations, see what works for you at the given moment. Like say if you do like a long mission, you need this, versus a short mission, you need that. If you're fighting this, you need that. If you're fighting that, you need this, you know? That's how this game goes. That is the process behind all Armored Core games. One would almost say this is like the Gran Turismo of mech simulators, but... Oh, wait, we're in a briefing now? Holy shit. Okay, I'm about to shut up, because we got CEOs coming in. And they give us a briefing on what the hell's going on. Alright. Sucking that gut! Ah, never mind, just a training simulation. Welcome to VR simulation. Yeah, it's just like an Ace Combat. You go too far outside the map, they're like, oh wait, you gotta come back in. Bring it back in. It's like that part of the map is not rendered fully, and we don't want to be heavily criticized by reviewers, so please get back in the boundary box. Okay, so right now we're just trying to get a feel for the mech, just trying to work some things out. Now practice makes perfect. And for me it's been a while, so I need all the practice I can get before I get my ass torn to shreds by the game itself. Because it will do that unmercifully. Without lube. With no safe word. Yeah, this is gonna be weird for an LP because yeah, this is actually the first time it starts without any like action beats. Yep. All right. Hold under your butts. We are in for a wild ride. Eventually.